Hey, what's up guys? Punches and kicks and other ill you know what I'm talking about. This is my man, Coach Cush, one of our lead coaches here at Team Roufus Sport, and as well he was head striking coach on Team Pettis season 20, winner chicken dinner. They had a great record that season and a great group of athletes they trained with. That being said, let's talk UFC right away. That was the buzz of all buzzes last week. How about that finish by Conor, the notorious McGregor? So, got to tell you, that's something, I don't want to sound after the fact, Monday morning coach, but similar style that Conor went out and defeated Aldo when I asked for Eric Koch and especially Anthony Pettis to fight Aldo. That was something that I knew was possibly going to work with Jose Aldo. One thing, Aldo, I just want to add quickly, I'm going to get on my soapbox for a second. You fans out there, why you guys dogging the man? Why you putting this guy down? He was champ, undefeated for 10 years, and he had a sick amount of title defenses, beat the who's who at his weight class, brawled, gave us great fights, and he is going to be back. He's a hell of a fighter. Even though he's been a potential rival of ours, I have a lot of respect for him, his coaching, especially Andre Pedernera's, the team they built there. Come on, let's keep the martial arts and mixed martial arts, and let's have some respect. I was a little disappointed on the internet about how people put the man down. Even Conor himself really talked highly, and that's why I respect Conor, his demeanor after the fight. That being said, so what happened in the fight? The horn sounded. Conor, good thing he did, he came out and got chaotic right away. He was pumping the jab, side kicking, really moving to the point of he almost agitated Aldo. Aldo, he threw a cross, but the problem with the cross is when we're a little farther away, he tried to go big right away. When you go big, what happens is you tighten up. When you tighten, it shortens this punch here. So what Conor did is he was going cross, he tried to go with the big hook, pounded him with that good timing. Now, it's not that the punch was that big. The harder he comes into the punch, the harder he gets hit. So truly, I am a firm believer of what Conor said about his quote about precision. That's what I believe from the bottom of my heart. When you get precision at striking, you can beat strength and athleticism when you have your timing down. Because that's the thing. He knew that the kind of the Dutch Brazilian style of kickboxing that Aldo employs, he's very committed to his strike. So by committing to that cross, committing to the hook, bang, he ran into it. And here's the thing. The hook hit Conor, but the thing is, it's hard to follow through with power when this hand's stopping you. You see, yeah, the hook's going to hit you, but it's not going to have the force it normally does because all the force got stopped here. Because when the hit landed, it backs up the power. Now, if Conor wanted to hit him, bang, that hook would have been epic. But that being said, that's kind of the breakdown of it. That's something that's almost more of an old school martial arts style or Cuban Russian boxing. You see that from Gennady Golovkin has that style where they catch you coming in. Gilmir Rigondeaux, that style of boxing where they catch you as you're coming in. So that being said, Conor is not the originator of that style in MMA. Everyone's forgetting Anderson Silva. That's what Anderson would use his jab real well, especially against Forrest Griffin. He kind of did the same thing. He caused some chaos. Forrest Griffin came hard, boom! And that's how Anderson could knock people out with a jab. Because the thing is, in mixed martial arts, the gloves, one, there's not Vaseline and grease on their face. So when fight fans who watch boxing glove sports, kickboxing, Muay Thai, it's different. When I used to fight, I would slather so much of that stuff. In between rounds, Coach Cush, give me some more, please. In MMA, UFC, you just get that. So that's why the punches catch a little easier. They're a lot like a street fight, bare knuckle brawling. Now, even so, different variations of it. I just shared on Instagram. Our teammate Mike Biggie Rhodes had one of the top knockouts of the year in 2013 when he cracked a really good counter punch and knocked his opponent out. Serge Pettis won the RFA title similar to that. And as well, Anthony Pettis was doing another variation against Benson Henderson. Every time Benson came in hard to shoot, he was cracking him with counter shots. And Anthony employed that style against Gilbert Melendez. That being said, it's going to get interesting with the UFC climate right now. Do you think he should stay at 45? Should he move at 55?
It all depends on how hard the weight cut. It looks like he has a hard weight cut, so it might be beneficial for him to go up. And it's like a whole nother crop of guys for him to antagonize.
Yeah, antagonize it is, you're right. Hey, love him, hate him, he's entertaining, and I like him. He doesn't bother me. He's a good guy. He puts butts in the seats, and he's helping bring more attention to the sport, and that's all that matters. That being said, selfishly, I want him to come to lightweight. I'm not going to talk anything about him and my man Anthony Pettis yet. We got our work cut out. January 17th, Anthony's preparing very diligently, very focused on wants to have a big win over Eddie Alvarez. Watch it. Make sure you tune in. January 17th. Right now he's matured a lot, and he wants to fight by fight right now. So Eddie Alvarez has accomplished a lot in our sport. He's been Dream Champion, Bellator Champion, fought the best of the best. Excited about that. A lot of great fights coming up though. Again, I mean this Saturday, who do you pick on? Dos Anjos and Cerrone.
Dos Anjos. I think he's gonna catch him, or he's gonna grind him out, submit him even on the ground.
I'm a big fan of Donald Cerrone, even though he was a rival to Anthony Pettis. I really enjoy watching Donald fight. That being said, I just think Dos Anjos is the man right now. He's a very dangerous fighter. Like Coach Kush said, he's great on the ground, great, he can wrestle, and as well, he can strike well. I have a lot of respect for his teacher, Rafael Cordero. He's a very good coach, one of the best in our industry. Always produces great, well-prepared fighters. It's going to be a great fight. What do you think about Dos Santos and the Ream?
I think Ream's going to get caught. Dos Santos is going to put him away. First, second round, knock him out.
Yeah, I mean, I think I see Greg Jackson and the crew at Jackson's has done a great job of helping Alistar get to his potential. He's looking much better every fight. His MMA IQ is going up, and I've been very impressed with him. But I got to tell you, Dos Santos, is a very dangerous puncher. I was there in Chicago the night he took out current champion Verdum. I mean, he came in right away at the UFC with his slugging power at the heavyweight division. He knocked out Gilbert Ivel. Obviously caught Cain Velasquez. He's a very dangerous fighter, and he's down there with our friends in ATT, Coach Labario, and then our good friend Dean Thomas, so he's going to be a very well-prepared fighter. Nick Diaz and Michael Johnson.
That's a very tough fight. Michael Johnson comes in. His striking is improved, probably the best of anyone in the UFC, I believe, but his defense is lacking. If Nick Diaz is going to pop him away, if he keep him away his distance, and if he gets him down, I think he'll submit him.
Yeah, one thing, Nick, I watched the Road to the Octagon the other day. I was really impressed by where I hate it when people call me Rick. Sorry about that, Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz, I was really impressed with his demeanor on the Octagon Countdown show. He's really matured, his mentality. That being said, Michael Johnson said one poignant comment that I thought was so important is the fact that he doesn't think that Nate can wrestle. Nate's got some good judo throws, jiu-jitsu throws, but really, the wrestling I think is going to be the telltale, and the low kicks. And that's just something that Nate's never really, focused on defense of. But that being said, he may not have a black belt in karate. He's got a black belt in crazy, as the great James Brown said about his wife. Nate Diaz is tough, durable, and there's no quit in that guy. It's very hard to stop him. He's never voluntarily tapped or quit in a fight. He's very tough guy. So it is going to be very entertaining. It's the boxing, the Nate, the jiu-jitsu. If Michael takes him down, he's got a very dangerous guard. And as well, big props to Michael Johnson. I'm a big fan and friends of his coach, Henry Holt from Holland. He's an incredible coach and doing great things at Black Zillions. Unlike most people these days, I'm not into putting my rivals down. I like to build them up because it's real positive, and let's keep that attitude, everybody. Want to thank Combat Corner. If you haven't seen it yet, the new Combat Corner gear from Thailand, it is so awesome. got the new gloves. They're in black and yellow. They're in black and orange and black and neon. Make sure you check them out. Really cool gear. New tie pads in. We've been using them. What do you think of the new design?
I like the pads a lot. The gloves are my favorite. Long cuff. I mean, I really like the long cuff gloves, and they're really streamlined. They're not overly padded on the front part. They're just padded on the back of the hand. I'm sorry, they're padded up where they should be. So a little sleeker glove. They don't even look like 16-ounce gloves.
No, that's why I like them. They look like a smaller glove, but they do have the padding. You weigh them on a scale. They're 16 ounces. That's what I like about the design team at Combat Corner. They're making something for everyone that works for everyone. They're great if you want a tie box, kick box, or box. But at the same time, the shin guards, the boxing gloves that have been made, they're made with an MMA mindset. They're a little bit smaller, more compact, and even for Muay Thai, you can use them clinching, and that's the thing. Great evolution. That's what's always evolving the product and the brand, and making things that are going to function better in training. Because that's really is not the fighting's one thing, but training, getting to those fights, having great equipment, safe equipment, and good stuff. Actually, let's recap too. How about that Frankie Edgar and Chad Mendes fight? It didn't end the way I thought it would. Big props to Frankie. His coach always too, Mark Henry, one of the top striking coaches in the UFC. Great. Chad, he just couldn't get down the rhythm or the rhyme of Frankie Edgar. Frankie Edgar has a special movement. They talk about Conor, he's got a movement coach, etc. But if Conor did stay at featherweight, who do you think?
I would pick Conor over Frankie.
Too big?
Too big, too long. I mean, and as I said, just the precision of his striking would counteract his speed. Unless Frankie could get him down, but Frankie's not the power wrestler that Chad is.
Yeah.
He's more of that the neat pet kicks and everything else. So he's not that power wrestler as the power wrestler. So Frankie's takedown attempts could be neutralized by Conor's size.
And then the other big featherweight fight over the weekend was Jeremy Stevens with my man from Hawaii, Max Holloway.
Max is a great kid. I've met him a few times. Very humble, and I really like his style. He's really, he's watched him growing up in the cage.
Yeah,
he's done really well.
No, I thought Jeremy fought well. It's just Max is one step ahead of him the whole fight. Speaking of Jeremy, he's rep by Combat Corner. He reps us. He's actually making a visit out to the motherland next week. He's going to be going home for the holidays with his family. He hit me up. He's a great Midwest guy. So we keep a big open door policy here at Roufus Sport. A lot of different people rolling through, visiting, and just keeps it fun. It's always nice. Had a lot of different people come through over the years, and just keeps a lot of fresh and relaxed. So again, happy holidays to everyone. Thanks again to Combat Corner for all the support that you've given myself, coach, our team, everybody, whatever holidays you're celebrating. We love you, and let's keep that positive vibe out there. Like I said, I was moved by Coach's post on Facebook about everyone putting down Aldo, or even Coach Peninaris put an open letter out there. Come on, guys, until you've been at the pinnacle of this sport, got your heart ripped out. Unfortunately, I was a four-time world champion. That tells you I lost 3 times, gang. I know I've been right where Mr. Aldo was at the other night, where your heart is torn out. So have some empathy, fans, because these fighters, they love you guys, man. They love the fans, and you know what? Unfortunately, when you fight, there's got to be a winner and there's got to be a loser, and that's just it. That's what makes these people special, though. That's why I love my fighters when they come back from a horrible loss and they climb back in that octagon, that ring, that Bellator cage, and gain a victory again. Because to me, when you're crushing cans, beating nobodies, it's so easy to feel invincible, talk invincible, but these people are at the elite of the elite, the top of all top. So again, I want to thank the Irish fans too. They were fantastic. My dad, his father's from Greece, his grandmother's from Ireland. So I'm a Ryan on the Irish side. It was pretty cool seeing the energy. I thought the Brazilian fans were number one, and the Canadians. Well, the Irish fans are now the top cool, passionate fans in MMA. That being said, thanks again, Combat Corner, for this platform. And if you get a chance this Saturday, I'm going to be giving a free webinar on Periscope. So make sure you get Periscope. Follow me, Duke Roufus, on Periscope. I'm giving out my free webinar this week. I'm going to be doing a Q&A. We did a couple weeks ago. Man, I had a ball with you guys. So tune in, ask questions away. We're going to shoot it, have a lot of fun with it. 2 p.m. Central Standard Time Saturday. And then as well, check me out at DukeRoufus.com, the Duke Roufus Striking University. We got a new launch coming up December 21st. We're upgrading, especially you members of my Duke Roufus Striking. We just found some old school footage. I got fellow K1 fighter and I were fighting in a Muay Thai fight. I'll be uploading the footage of Dewey Cooper and I, so everyone who's a member can check that out and putting little clips out as too. So I'm going to be going into the hallowed antiquities of my tape collection. Over the next few months, I'm going to be sharing K1 Milwaukee videos. I'm going to be sharing videos from some of the Thai fighters that used to live here in Milwaukee. So we've got some old school stuff I'm going to be sharing with all of our members. So again, thanks, peace be with you, and appreciate everything.